Memorial Day is a day to honor all the brave men and women who gave their lives serving our country. We remember those who died believing that they were protecting the freedoms of their families, friends, and fellow Americans. This is a particularly emotional day for me and for many others who have lost those dear to us in that service. We have given up fathers, mothers, husbands, wives, brothers, sisters, cousins, lovers, friends, and our own children who believe they are protecting the liberties that so many take for granted here. I have felt the pride in their willingness to take that risk. I have felt the harsh defeat of being denied that service for medical reasons. I have felt the debilitating fear of losing someone as they sign up, as they ship out, as they get deployed. I have felt the crushing loss of losing my best friend as he served overseas. Just days after listening to him tell me of his pride in his work and his possible upcoming promotion. I endured the heartbreaking pain of speaking at his funeral and watching his wife sob as I could barely hold myself together. So yes, Memorial Day is an emotional day for me. Today, many will speak ill of those people whose lives have been lost in this service, as many have spoken ill of them before. Those speaking so will do so in what they feel is righteous anger over the costs of these wars, the place of these wars, the reasons for these wars, and just general hatred of war. Those of us who have felt that loss will be hurt by those words, angered, even enraged. We will also believe we are righteous in those feelings, and yet another divide we as a people can ill afford will be created or reinforced. Both of us must temper that righteous anger with empathy and understanding, hard as that may be. Now, I absolutely know how hard it is. We must, or we will be striking out at the wrong people for the wrong things. We must come together and realize that the base of our anger and the cause of our grief comes from the same place, and that the ones we should be focused on have successfully deflected our ire from where it should be replaced. Our anger, our oh so righteous burning rage, should be focused on those who have so deftly brainwashed our people into believing that their wars of greed and aggression are actually wars protecting our freedom. They push out propaganda, control the media, intentionally misleading us, convincing people that these wars they have created are for freedom, liberty, to protect our families in the American way. They sell these lies, all the while knowing that they're really sending our people to die in order to increase their own power and wealth. Then, when some of us do realize and speak up about these wars, they go further, gaslighting on a massive scale. We are told, you don't care about the troops. You don't care about the children. You don't care about the freedom. They are trying, often successfully, to make anyone who opposes them feel guilt and shame, and even more successfully make them the target of others to shame into compliance. They gaslight our own people so badly that they manipulate us into willingly giving up the very freedoms they have convinced our people they are dying to protect. Meanwhile, these greedy, manipulative, power-hungry bastards are the ones who actually don't care about the troops. If they did, they wouldn't send our men and women off to die in endless wars and then not provide adequate care if they survive to come home. 22 veterans a day commit suicide. How is causing PTSD and then not providing adequate care caring about the troops? They're the ones who obviously don't care about the children, given how many they have bombed into oblivion. How many have had their parents taken from them and homes torn apart because of these constant wars? They are the ones who surely don't care about freedom as they bury our country in surveillance, warrantless searches, seizures, and myriad other infringements on our naturally and constitutionally guaranteed rights. We should feel anger over the cost of these wars, the place of these wars, the reasons for these wars, and just general hatred of war. However, do we blame the troops, the victims of brainwashing, gaslighting, and arguably Stockholm Syndrome? Or do we blame those who inflicted those things upon them? The willingness to fight and die to protect loved ones and liberty is not a bad thing. Deceiving, using, and throwing away those people, that is reprehensible. We should feel anger about denigrating our friends, our family, those willing to lay down their lives in the belief that they are protecting us. Again, do we blame the victims of brainwashing, gaslighting, and arguably Stockholm Syndrome? Or do we blame the greedy, manipulative elites hiding behind their deflection and lies? Hating war, hating the human costs of war, hating the greed causing the wars is not a bad thing. Deceiving and using the people who feel that way as political stalking horses is contemptible. Today, Memorial Day, we absolutely should honor and respect those who sacrificed their lives, believing that they were protecting our rights, our families, and our homes. We honor them. And then on Tuesday, we honor them more by not allowing any more to be sacrificed on the altars of money and power in wars of greed and aggression. We honor them by reigniting the flame of liberty and taking back the rights and freedoms they thought they were protecting. We honor them by once again limiting government as our founding fathers designed, because when government grows too large and takes too much power, people die.